Dear friends, First Friday is homecoming. Already a homecoming to God's heart. Like I said, we get too busy, we get too engrossed with a lot of things, but the Lord always reminds us, come to me, all you are tired or heavily burdened, and I will give you rest. Many of us are tired, heavily burdened already, impatient na siguro, maybe are even feeling hopeless or even depressed. The Lord tells you again, come to me. Come home. I'm waiting for you always. Yeah, reminds me of my childhood days when I was a little boy. Well, the whole day you're busy, you're running around, whatever. But then evening comes and come home. And that's one of the things siguro we should thank God for. Mayroon tayong binabalikan. Some people have no homes. Some people don't have families to come home to. And some people don't have a God to welcome them, to assure them, come home. And speaking of coming home, there was one, ang dami kaming kwan when you were young. You know, you were young, we were on fruit patrol, we're looking for the fruits everywhere. Alam namin kung nasaan yung mga kaimito, mga siniguelas. Boy, this was one beautiful patrol, you know. We would hide them in the leaves. Another one, looking for, you know, mga text. Hindi mga text ganun, mga text namin na, nakikipag-text kami. Or rubber bands, you know. But there was one passion, looking for spiders. Fighting spiders. Tawag namin nun, lawa-lawa. That you almost didn't want to go home because pag madilim na, that's the time when they're there. You can see them, whether in the wire of the electric post or in the branches. That was a passion that you almost didn't want to go home because this was something you really wanted. And maybe this is what the Lord reminds us today. What is it that keeps you away from your home and away from God's heart? Or you come half-heartedly, halfway lang, or you don't stay long in God's heart. There must be something that you're looking for. And most of us, as the gospel tells us today, is all about money. Pera. How many people have left and do not want to go inside God's heart because their God, their home is money? Iba, home is where the heart is. So where is your home? So let's face it, we need money, but money should not be our God. You know, some people have a strong sense of smell. Ang lakas ng pangamoy. May I just share with you, it's one of the best text messages I received. Somebody texted said, kung ikaw may putok ka, body odor, huwag mong ikahiya yan. Pinagpawisan mo yan. Ang galing ng Pinoy. So, mga kapatid, some have a good sense of smell. Kung ano. Marami sa atin ang lakas ng pang-amoy sa pera. Money. You can smell money in everything. When you see people, you see money. It's all about money. Like that steward who was very prudent and wise in how to make money. Congratulations. And, but listen to what the Lord said. The children of this world are more prudent in dealing with their own generation than the children of the light. If only you use your time, your talent, your efforts, and your zeal. You use it for God's love, for goodness. Yung zeal mo for pera, sana ganun din sana ang tiyaga mo, sigasig mo in finding your soul, in being good and spreading God's love. Iba tayo, ibang priority natin. Be careful of money, because money can make you lose focus on God. Somebody said nga pala, those of you who have money, when God raises your standard of living, you too must raise your standard of giving. Di po ba? Think about it. How much are you giving? How much are you getting? Let not money become our God. Oh, may iba dyan. Malakas ng pang-amoy sa pagkain. Sa baryo, kumisan, may handaan doon. Pupunta tayo doon. You know, it's all about what satisfies us. Shopping, may sale doon. Let's go there. That's your zeal. You stay, you sacrifice. You have time. And how about your time for God? Remember, how many hours do we spend watching TV? And how many hours do we spend praying? You would line up for a concert, but you would not line up for a church. How many hours do you spend talking with people, enjoying, and yet how many hours do you spend just being with the Lord or listening? Or listening to people who cannot give us anything. Yung parang waste of time. Do you waste time with people who are not, quotation mark, useful to you? Killing time. Sisters and brothers, these are questions. If only we were as zealous. How many of us spend so much time and concern looking for a signal? This become the most, if only we spend as much time with God as with our gadgets. Sometimes, yung people come, you have visitors, the first thing they ask, may signal ba kayo dito? May Wi-Fi ba kayo? Hello, parang the Wi-Fi is more important than you? The Wi-Fi is more important than God? Think about it. Please remember, God is telling us, hey, these are important, your concerns, but don't forget the most important. That's God and people. Some people are so focused on power. Elections. What are we talking about? Votes. Who will win? Yan. And we are so passionate. If only you were as passionate for God, for your candidate. I mean, people come and go, leaders come and go, but hey, God remains. Whoever is president, God is still the king. Keep that in mind. Fame. How many people are so engrossed in being popular? So, Facebook. Wala tong Facebook pero yun. How many likes? How many followers? That's the whole passion. From the rising of the sun to sunset. From getting up, sleeping, eto pa rin. If only we were more passionate in being popular with God. See? The Lord asks us to refocus. These are okay, but don't forget what is really important. Alam niyo, ang buhay kasi parang life. Basta what is important is yung mahalaga. Yeah? And remember this, wherever you are, you are there. And God is there. Parang kung lang po ito, check what is home for you. What is really important for you. So dear friends, iba dyan, panay love life. I counsel people na, Father, you're my husband like this, and I'd rather die, wala na. Hello. For all those who go through anything, that you're so focused on your husband or your wife, loved one, fine. But over-loving them and making them, baka sumbatan ka ni Lord when you come before God, and He will tell you, you know what? You made your husband your God. Nagloko siya, etc. Nawalan ka na ng buhay. You became sick. You didn't want to live anymore. You didn't take care even of the children anymore because you were so focused on that one love you had. There is no creature worth all your loving except only God. You have to learn that. Ginawa mong Diyos ang mga tao na binigay sa iyo ni Lord. Don't do that. God's still greater. And God's love for you is much, much greater. We have to snap out of that self. It's all about the self. So dear friends, basically, the Lord tells us again, anak, focus less on the work of your hands. Focus less on the achievements, the fame or what, the connections, the money you have with your hands. Focus more on the love in your heart. That's what coming home to God is all about. These are all important, but in the end, Lord, it's you. Ikaw pa rin, Panginoon. And you are my number one. No one, nothing can take your place, Lord. May we all be able to say that now. And may we all be able to say that when we come before God at the end of our lives, you can say, Lord, alam po nyo, minahal ko po kayo. Minahal ko rin po kayo, Panginoon. Sure, I had other loves and concerns, but you were always there. Blessed are you. Kaysa pagharap mo kay Lord, you realize, oh my God, I missed the whole point. I was too focused on myself, on the work of my hands, and etc., etc. And I have forgotten you, my God. So, just a reminder lang po, mga kapatid, ha? And regrets. I hope we will not have regrets. I'd like to share with you this book, my book, A Moment a Day. By the way, we're going to tell you about it. I will be a part of a Christmas bundle again. You make Christmas every day, the rest 365 days. And my entry today is about this. The story is told about a tourist guide, in the catacombs. And when they saw a skull, bungo, and the tourist said, sabi niya sa mga tourists, mga pilgrim, that's the skull of Saint Sebastian. Yan. And everybody said, wow. But there was one tourist who said, excuse me, sir, sabi niya, as far as I know, Saint Sebastian was martyred when he was already a grown man. And the tourist said, guide said, yeah, but that's his skull when he was a little boy. Magaling magpalusot. And so it is, maybe we can get by with all our lies, with all our, excuses. You can get by. But here's a decision. Get real. Get real in life. Don't just get by. Get real. Ibig sabihin, hey, this is important, I'll do it. It's not easy to do it, but I'll do it. It's not easy to obey God, but I'll obey God. Get real. Parang don't settle for alibis na lang or just get by. Pwede na to, pwede na makalusot. Huwag na po. Just face it so that you'll have no regrets. No regrets. And that's a story. Remind me, Lord, that life is about getting real, not just about getting by. And a moment with the Word, the Bible Lead a life worthy of the calling to which you have been called. Ephesians chapter 4, verse 1 to 2. So every day, there's a short story, the whole year round, and a reflection. In other words, mga kapatid, what are the things we should not regret? The 5 common regrets in life. May I share this with you? This is for November 8th. Bronnie Ware says, the first regret at the end of your life mostly is this: I wish I had the courage to live a life true to myself. Sana nagpakatotoo na lang ako sa sarili ko. A lot of us live a life of pretense. Be true to yourself. Number 2, regret. I wish I didn't work so hard. Tama yun. At the end of your life, nobody will regret, sana nagtrabaho pa ako. No. We will regret, I wish I had more time with the family. I wish I had more time with God. I had more time to help other people. If your whole agenda is to work, make more money, you will regret it. You'll be so empty. Third regret. I wish I had the courage to express my feelings. Yeah, many of us just keep quiet na lang, whatever. Deadmahin na lang natin. But you have to be true to other people. And also, if you admire people, tell them. Pwede ma-compliment yung tao niya. Why don't you compliment? Ayaw mo eh. Why did you compliment? I hope you don't regret na sayang somebody dies. I wish I could have loved him more. I wish I could have expressed thank you. I'm sorry. I love you more. No regrets, please. Number 4, ito po. I wish I had stayed in touch with my friends. Somewhere along the way, we clam up. Parang wala na. Bahala na kayo dyan. No, don't do that. Your friends are still your friends. Reach out to them. You won't regret it. Yeah. So whatever has happened in the past, wala na yan eh. Just move on. Please end life with a lot of friends. A lot of real good friends, okay? I'm not talking of fans or followers. No. Real friends. And number 5, I wish I had let myself become happy when I was still alive. Some of us choose to be sad. Some of us choose to be miserable. It's your call. And please don't say, hindi ako naging happy kasi ganito yung situation, ganito yung mga tao. No, again, you choose. You choose to be happy. For example, if I may just share with you, for how many months now I've been signing books. My books sent out for... And I made a decision to sign them, put the names, and a little note. Simple lang. But you know, you sign like 5,000, 7,000 books. Mahirap, trabaho na po yan. In the beginning, sabi ko, ang hirap naman ito. Kaya ito matatapos? Hindi pala matatapos, tuloy-tuloy. People still want the book. And I just said to myself, teka muna, I'm going to make this a very happy offering. Not duty, not obligation. So I decided, I put down the rosary, praying the rosary with Mother Angelica. That's a beautiful, slow rosary. So every Hail Mary, I can write the name, I'm praying for that person. And Mama Mary, please bless this person. I don't even know this person, but I want to do it out of love. That's what it means, to make anything that's difficult something happy. Something like that. The 5 regrets. May I add another regret? I wish I had listened to God more. I wish I had obeyed God more. Sisters and brothers, let's live in such a way that when our last moments come, we will have no regrets or little regrets that we loved too little, too late. And that happens if we focus more on the love in our hearts, on the Sacred Heart, and less on the work, the achievements of our hands. Dear friends, please don't forget, go back to the heart and do not belittle the heart. Matters of the heart do matter. One with you in the most sacred heart of God, in the most sacred heart of Jesus. And there, we're united. Wherever we are, when we go back to God's heart, we're all accepted. All in. All in. God's heart is so big, all of us can fit in. All of us. So, dear friends, today in this Mass again, we come before the Lord with all our concerns, all valid concerns, but we bring them to God's heart. Where there we can find peace, assurance, meaning, and direction. Are you listening, God, to my heart? Yes, you are. Yes, you are always listening. The world may never listen. The world may never care about what we are, what we go through. But be assured, God's heart is always there for you and for me to come home to. We are all united. We are all loved in the most sacred heart of Jesus and the immaculate heart of our dear Mama Mary. Amen.